Well, hope you're staying cool on another hot and steamy Wednesday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Robert Suhr. Another look at that forecast. If you need to think cooler thoughts, just remember we are 6 months away today from Christmas Day. It'll definitely be cooler that day than the numbers that you see here. The last several days you see warming up almost every single day. Those numbers, and might even be warmer than that today. You know, as we continue to dry out the ground, it gets easier for those air temperatures to really soar. And that really adds to the misery. You see the heat risk impacts today, the extreme and major category. When you get those extreme impacts, it really becomes dangerous to anybody. Even a healthy person, if they're not properly cooling themselves or hydrating themselves, they can really be succumb to the dangers of the heat. You have to remember that heat is the #1 weather-related killer on the planet. And you see, with temperatures and heat indices like these, it is very, very easy to be overcome by the heat and suffer, heat exhaustion or, unfortunately, heat stroke. So please limit your time outdoors if you can. Maybe you're going to get a sweet treat to cool yourself off with some ice cream. You'll definitely have to eat it fast today because of how hot it is. It will definitely start to melt down your arm and down your wrist. Once again, we'll see those puffy afternoon cumulus clouds that could lead to some very widely scattered showers or downpours, maybe a weak thunderstorm, but once the sun sets, that threat evaporates as well. Very warm, very sticky. As we've been saying, if you don't have air conditioning or your air conditioning might be broken, just terrible sleeping conditions. Only waking up to temperatures in the mid-70s for our Thursday morning before we race our way right back up into the upper 80s and lower 90s yet again for Thursday afternoon. So you see here between about 92 and 95 for many of us, heat indices well above 100 degrees, warm and muggy yet again tonight as we fall back down by early Thursday morning into the lower 70s. Again, these numbers aren't going to be reached until just before sunrise on Thursday, and it really is a rinse and repeat forecast. 90-degree plus readings next several days, a stray afternoon or evening storm possible. Then there are signs as we get into the next week that we could finally see a decent cold front roll through here, knock our temperatures and our humidity down, but that also increases our chances for rain and storms.